Everyone says that this is the best AI image generator, but is it really? Today, I'm going to be testing the so-called #1 AI image generator called Lovart AI. You've probably never heard of it because I didn't even find it out until today, until I saw some of the images it actually created, and it was probably the most realistic AI images I've ever seen in my life. Few different prompts. We're going to give us realistic, funny, cartoon style, all of that stuff. Give it a bunch of variety of different prompts and see how well and what type of images it actually creates. But before I do that, I'm going to actually show you how to actually use the AI. So first of all, once you're in the website, it will be in the links in the description. You're going to want to sign up, obviously. Now, once you're signed up, it will take you to this page, and this is where you can ask it to create any image you want. Now, to put it in comparison, I'm actually going to be the same prompts into ChatGPT, which is also known to have one of the best image generators currently. All right, let's go ultra realistic of a 25-year-old man in a leather jacket, street at night, sharp details, and photorealism. Now, this is a really realistic prompt, and let's see how well it can actually create. All right, now the AI is obviously thinking, and it'll just say, I'll create a ultra-realistic portrait of a young man in Tokyo neon lit street, blah, 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 blah. And as you can see, within literally 10 seconds, it already created the image. That is actually insane. As you can see, this is what the image looks like. It is really good, honestly. That actually looks pretty good. And it even blurred the background and everything. Okay, that actually looks really good. I'll give it a solid, ooh, actually, what the hell? It did everything I asked without any errors. I can't see any errors. Okay, I'm gonna rate that a solid 8 out of 10. That looks really, really good. That looks insane. And the best part is with this AI, just to clarify, it is actually completely free. You can also make edits on it from the website. So look, as you can see, I can change the opacity if I want, put it a little bit lower, put it higher, whatever I want. I don't think upscale would actually do anything. It's already in HD, but I'm saying if you have a blurry image, you can put into this AI and you can upscale it. Pretty sure daily. Each image generation using this AI is 5 credits, 160 credits, which means I can do it, but I'd use a lot of credits. Anyways, now it's ChatGPT's turn. To copy and paste the prompt. I do not know how ChatGPT is going to top this. It is really, really good, but ChatGPT is also has one of the best image generators. This is the one ChatGPT created. It actually they both look pretty identical. But I feel better, to be honest. I don't know why. I just have a little. I might give ChatGPT an 8.5, but this one also Lovart created it a lot quicker. I realized ChatGPT took 30 seconds. So in terms of speed, Lovart is actually better. I feel to be honest, I'm gonna rate ChatGPT less because it took a lot longer. So I'm gonna rate ChatGPT 7 out of 10. Bro. So anyways, let's go to the next type of prompt. Next one is going to be cartoon style. Cartoon illustration of a detective dog wearing a trench coat, and see what it cooks up. That looks. Wait, what is wrong with why does this eye look like? What is wrong with his eye? Why is it white? Where's the pupil? Wait, I'm so confused. Why is his eye just okay, his eye's kind of tweaking. I don't know what's going on with that. It does look pretty good though. The trench coat is here, the magnifying glass. Ooh, okay. ChatGPT made no mistakes. Pretty good. I don't know. They look very similar. Why is there no pupil in this eye? I just don't understand why I did that. I'm gonna have to give this one to ChatGPT. I feel ChatGPT created the better cartoon style, in my opinion. Alright, let's see how well they can now create a logo instead of a normal image. So we know a minimalist logo. Simple and... oh, that is style guys. Simple and clean. And so I'm also gonna put the same prompt to ChatGPT. Okay, also I've realized that if you tell it to create a logo instead of an image, it actually changes the image model. As you can see, if we go back up, Imagen 4 image generation should just create its normal images, but if you tell it to create a logo, it changes its model to something else called C-Stream 4.0, which is pretty impressive. Now, as you can see, it did create a beautiful logo, clean and simple, and it also implemented the gold part that I told it to do. Pretty impressive. Logos are supposed to be meant to be just simple, so it did create. This is pretty good. Solid 9 out of 10. So I would genuinely use this logo if I had a coffee shop. This actually looks really good. Now ChatGPT, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think that it's good, but this one just looks a lot better. Even the gold has so much more texture and stuff. This just looks it's not even gold. It's just kind of just yellow, like a beige type of color. Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest, Lovart kind of cooked this one for the logo, normal one it has, which is pretty insane. I think Lovart was a little bit better, especially with the logo, but I also want to see it turn this into a video. I don't know how it's going to do this, but let's see. Okay, I'm gonna tell it to, I don't know, wait, what's a way to do this? A gorilla. Turn this into a gorilla. I don't know how long it goes for, but let's just see. Okay, so let's see this. Okay, wait, it's not even that bad. Just again, okay. Okay, it's actually not that bad. To be honest, I did give it a stupid prompt that it probably tweaked out when it saw it, but like that actually is pretty good. Looks pretty good. But anyways, in terms of like versatility, I feel like this is the number one AI image generator. 'Cause remember, you can actually make image changes, you can upscale it, you can turn it into a video, you can add adjustments to it through this website. In terms of that, I feel like it is one of the best AI image generators, and you should probably try it out. The link will be in the description. And driving, and I'll see you in the next one.